YouTube, what's up? Let me do this quick disclaimer before I lose y'all and y'all log off this video. This video is made for audio. I walk my dogs at late night or early morning, and I call these walk and talk. So just kick back, relax, and just listen. It's nothing you can see at this moment, but I wish there's something that you can hear. I want to drop some gems. You know what I'm saying? For the thinking man and the thinking woman. So, let's go. So, I want to chop it up. This topic is about the content creator. The content creator men. And, I'm just like you guys. I enjoy a few different content creators and stuff like that. And over the years, the wisdom that I've obtained and gathered, I'm able to compare my insight with theirs. And sometimes, just like you guys are able to, you can see the holes in their game. You can see where they're off. And it all depends on the spirit that the creator have put on you. The vibration that he put on you, the awareness, the understanding. And that's one of the main reasons also why I created my channel, because I will always notice that there's bits and pieces that are missing that dozens of content creators do not share. And a lot of it is from the spiritual realm aspect and the principles behind it that people don't feel to bring out. And I don't think they bring it out because they want to hold on to some of the followers and subscribers. And from a carnal point of view, I understand where they're coming from. But at the end of the day, you know, you still want to help people versus make them crash out and ruin their life. And there's so many impressionable men and women that happens to look up to some of the insight that some of these people have gained, and they might practice and apply it. Some of it might help them in certain areas, and some of it might be the actual seed that helps ruin their lives because they've taken the advice of these people, and there's no turning back when you cross a certain line. And make no mistake, I'm a forever student of life. So when I make my content, I'm not coming from I know everything. I only speak on things that I do know. Because there's a wise precept that says if you don't know anything, cover your mouth. So if I don't have no knowledge on a certain topic, and don't get me wrong, I do drop the ball. I'm human just like you guys are. But I am able to be corrected. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of spirit that can't take correction. But I want to talk about my experience this morning. You know, I got a gym in my garage. I got a dojo in my garage. Come on. I got a pretty decent bachelor crib. You know what I'm saying? Come on. And let's go. They want to pee everywhere. And what happened? So as I'm, working out, I'm scanning through my YouTube feeds, and a young brother clicks on, and he's just chopping it up side. He's just chopping it up, and I'm not gonna front. I really enjoyed it. I think I listened to him throughout the whole day. Just to really kind of get the gist of what he was talking about, because there was like at least 4 videos, maybe 4 10-minute videos that was hitting the hammer on the nail. I was like, this little dude on fire. I was happy to come across his channel. I had to subscribe and everything. Some of his experiences were the same as mine. No pull. some of his experiences were the same as mine, and I was like, dang. And it's a trip because I would tell certain people stuff that I would experience in public, and like I had a woman at one time, and I used to always tell her different stuff that women would do when I'm in public. And then I have a colleague, like women will always just walk into my space, and I'm like, dang, why aren't they not looking? Why aren't they not paying attention to where they're going? And I used to be like, I should understand it. It would happen to me so often. Older women, younger women, and it's like, why? What the heck's going on? And it would, I'm like, can't they see this big old man right here? Where they can't say excuse me or be respectful this much dang way? And then the young brother was breaking it down. He was like, yeah, if you go through this, go through that, it means that, it's just a level of attraction that the women have of you where they are trying to be in your space. And that's what got me. I'm like, dang, man, that's what that is. And, I know I'm attractive. And especially after getting a fresh cut and getting G'd up, I've had women walk into walls looking at me. I've had women walk into displays. Yeah, I had women do all kind of crazy stuff. So I thought that was kind of funny. But it had happened so often where it was getting irritating. Side. You guys are getting beside yourself. Side. My dogs, when they know I'm on my phone, they become Dora Explorer, and they think they can do whatever the hell they want. But my dogs know to walk in a disciplined fashion. They'll try me with boy Rottweilers. It's always they're always pressing who's alpha, pressing who's gonna be the biggest and the baddest. And you gotta always remind them that, hey, you the alpha and you the biggest and the baddest. It's a never-ending story with these guys. But anyways, the point I want to make is, I should have brought out some type of reflector. And I don't know who that is. Somebody saying what's up. Everybody in my community know who I am. But sorry. What I'm about to say. So me, that's what got me. That's what made me like him, because it was like, dang, he had called out what I was experiencing, and he shed light on it. So I was like, okay, let's see what other knowledge he got, and all that type of stuff. And don't get me wrong, I'm still enjoying his content. It's just that I saw where he dropped the ball. Where he dropped the ball. And I'm not saying this as if I won't ever drop the ball. Matter of fact, somebody had sent me a copy of a full YouTube short that I had did a remix on. And I went ahead and took it down because when I spoke on, it wasn't proper. So I humbled myself and I just took it down because my response to the short wasn't lined up with what the short was actually about. So I can be corrected. So basically, and the person who did that, I didn't even tell him that's what he did. He just happened to share it with me. And I'm like, I'm not about to get numbers or get subscribers off of me just speaking loosely. So I took it down. I don't like that. I like sincerity. I like genuine stuff. So basically, I know I'm babbling, but the point I'm making is, you guys have to be use wisdom on the information that content creators be using. And the problem that I have with the young brother that a lot of the content creators speak on, and it might go over a lot of people's head who are carnal, but they always talking about, just, smashing this and smashing that. You never hear me speak on or encouraging brothers or sisters to just indulge in a sexual life. And I'm like, dang, that's where he went wrong. He's like, yeah, this culture, fellas, it's easy for y'all because the women, they not looking for relationships, so y'all get to smash as much as y'all want, and it works out for you in your favor. And yeah, we get that, we understand that, but you're not supposed to share that kind of stuff on a worldwide platform, because when you telling people to do stuff like that, and they go out and do it, and they catch AIDS, they catch diseases, they end up having children with people that are evil, they end up catching rape cases, they end up catching all kind of negative things because of the ill advice that is being put out on these channels. And the brothers are just trying to sound cool, to sound like they're getting it in like that, and like it's not a problem to get it in like that when you could potentially be ruining people's lives. And they don't realize it, but they'll have to pay for the knowledge and the advice and the opinions of what comes out of their mouth, and that it falls upon the ears of people, and they go out and do these things, or they adopt those philosophies, and it becomes their way of life. It is not good to tell somebody to just go out and just have meaningless sex and not to take a person serious. If you are an adult, you need to understand that there's a cost that comes with having sex. It was never designed to, it was never designed to be abused. And yeah, people have been abusing it since you and I were born. There was times when I was a young adolescent and I abused it. But in my spirit, I knew there was something wrong. You know what I'm saying? And there's been plenty of times, you guys might see me just kicking it at the house. I don't have a problem kicking it at the house because I know I'm using wisdom. It's not a hard thing for me to go get women. Women stumble, or women try to get my attention all the time. But I'm not trying to go out like Willie Lump Lump. And I'm not trying to go out and have kids. And then next you know, I won't be able to raise them. Or they get abused. Or whatever kind of negative thing. What's up, X? Yes, sir. How you doing? Good to see you too, brother. So, yeah. So, that's who I hit the horn. X is a cool cat, man. But basically, they're not telling y'all the cons that come with abusing your body. You know what I'm saying? Like all my homeboys growing up, all my homeboys are handsome, fly cats. I'm talking about ballers, nice cars, cats that look good. I mean, for real. You know what I'm saying? All my homeboys, it was never been an issue for them to have women. And I'm talking about pretty women. But what happens is they never tell you the fact that if you're a handsome cat and you abuse women and yourself, there's a cost. You know what I'm saying? You might escape, hopefully you might escape STDs. But let's say you end up getting these girls pregnant. Now you got women pregnant and they're basically strangers. You don't know their spirituality. You don't know if they're psychopaths. You don't know if they're Like a lot of people don't be going to get diagnosed to see what's going on with them mentally, spiritually. And that's because people be looking good. Y'all watch movies, all these people be looking good and they be having sex, but they be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to talk about that part. And they're just talking about, oh, it's just a numbers game. It's just a numbers game. Or, you know, whatever the case may be. They're not talking about the judgment that comes with going against nature. And going against nature is just constantly abusing your body. Now, I understand being in a relationship, a committed relationship, and y'all making love. You guys are in a relationship, and hopefully you guys will spend the rest of your lives together. That's something different. But when you intentionally just abuse yourself and just random women, you're gonna pay one way or another. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose your value one way or another. And they don't talk about that. They don't talk about that. They just glamorize, oh man, be select, be handsome, be high value. But they don't really talk about using wisdom with that. Oh, go out of this country and get a chick. They don't talk about the pros and cons. No pull. The pros and cons of that type of life. Hey, how you doing? Good, thank you. The dog walked right in the house like, oh, whoa, was that? See that? The dog was smart. The dog saw these two Rottweilers and it was on the porch. And it ran right in the house and looked through the glass screen door. I thought that was funny. Smart dog. But anyways, they're not talking about that. And that's the danger. That's the danger of some of these things these content creators be teaching are trying to motivate. I want you to be the best man that you can be. But then they want you to go screw everybody. That doesn't make any sense. How you gonna be the best man you can be and you screwing people who are not focusing on being the best person that they can be? It doesn't make sense. You're gonna be the best man. If you can be the best man you can be abstinent. Or you can wait for a pure-hearted woman. Because when you're the best man that you can be, you're gonna study, you're gonna read, you're gonna learn the rules to life. You understand? And you're gonna be humble enough to wait for a righteous, a proper woman to give your time and energy to. You're not gonna just keep giving it to scallywags. It doesn't make sense. How can you be your best man you be, and you giving yourself to whores? How is that even congruent? So all that going to the gym, and I'm a big component of, you getting right. You want to feel good and look good and all that type of stuff. But what's the purpose when you could be laying down with a complete demon? And there's levels to this. There's levels to the demonic actions that you can experience, making your soul vulnerable in that state of mind. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Be careful, chew the meat, spit the bones when it comes to some of the information that content creators kick out, especially when it goes against your core instinctual spirit of yourself. When you try to be pure, you know what I'm saying? Don't do everything that they say. See, sometimes people be wanting you to crash and burn because they crash and burn. You don't be knowing their personal life. And they just be trying to get a buck. And they sound good. And they be saying the same things everybody else say. Same talking points everybody else say. because they're trying to get the numbers up, and they don't know that they could be destroying a potential spirit in this earth. So I hope this got to those it needed to get to. Holla at you later. Peace.